Hello third grade and welcome to music class. Today we're going to be listening to a warm-up called Menuetto and Trio from Mozart's 15th Symphony. Should sound familiar. Let's go ahead and stand up. If you are at a desk, let's make sure that our chairs are pushed in. Okay. We're going to start with keeping the beat in our feet, and let's make sure that we're doing it really, really quietly. Same thing with our hands. Anytime we're keeping the beat, let's do it quietly. Today we're going to start with Frosty Weather. If you don't remember this, just listen the first time. We can sing it twice. Just listen. Frosty weather, snowy weather, when the wind blows we all get together. This time join me, ready, and here we go. Frosty weather, snowy weather, when the wind blows we all get together. Don't let me trick you. You start first. I'll sing in canon with you after you start. Ready, and here you go. Frosty weather, snowy weather, when the wind blows we all get together. I hope that you ended before me because that would mean that I didn't trick you. All right, moving on. Let's sing Fire in the Mountain. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. Let's sing it together, here we go. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. You with the red coat, follow with the drum. The drum shall beat and you shall run. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. Let's add an ostinato of ta, ta, ta-ka-dee-me-ta. Nice and quiet. Ta, ta, ta-ka-dee-me-ta. Ta, ta, ta-ka-dee-me. Keep it going. Ready, sing. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. You with the red coat, follow with the drum. The drum shall beat and you shall run. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. In case that didn't go so well, let's look at that ostinato one more time. Ta, ta, ta-ka-dee-me-ta. Make sure you don't mess up the rhythm that you're clapping with the rhythm that you're singing. 1, 2, ready, clap. Keep it going. Ready, and here we go. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. You with the red coat, follow with the drum. The drum shall beat and you shall run. Fire in the mountain, run boys run. I hope that the second time went even better than the first time. All right, moving on to Knock the Cymbals. Let's start right about here. Knock the cymbals, ready, sing. Knock the cymbals, do-oh-do. Knock the cymbals, do-oh-do. Knock the cymbals, do-oh-do. Hola, Susie, go. Repeat after me. Coo, 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 coo. Coo, 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 coo. Toot, 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 toot. This time, I'll sing words, you echo with solfege. Knock the cymbals, do-oh-do. Do, mi, sol, mi, 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 mi. My turn. Knock the cymbals, do-oh-do. knock the cymbals, do, do, mi, sol, mi. Hola, Susie, go. La, la, sol, mi, do. All right, let's move on to No One in the House But Dinah. Okay, hopefully you can see all of these slides. It's a little dark in here today. No one in the house, ready, and here we go. No one in the house but Dinah, Dinah. No one in the house but me, I know. No one in the house but Dinah, Dinah. Strumming on the old banjo. I'll sing words. You echo back with rhythm syllables. When we clap with rhythm, make sure you use 2 fingers to clap, and you're very quiet with your clapping. So we're thinking maybe tas, toddies, maybe even some takadimis. Here I go, no one in the house but Dinah, Dinah. Takadimi, toddy, toddy, toddy. No one in the house but me, I know. Takadimi, toddy, toddy, toddy. No one in the house but Dinah, Dinah. Takadimi, toddy, toddy, toddy. Strumming on the old banjo. Takadimi, toddy, toddy. What's that at the end of phrase 4? It's a rest, which is why I went takadimi tadi ta. How about another song from the last couple weeks that we've been singing? How about where, oh, where is pretty little Susie? Toddy, toddy. Where, oh, where is pretty little Susie? Toddy, toddy, takadimi toddy. Where, oh, where is pretty little Susie? Toddy, toddy, takadimi toddy. Way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. Toddy, takadimi toddy, ta. In case you didn't get that last phrase, let me sing it for you one more time. Way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. Toddy, takadimi toddy, ta. I have one last song for you. Tidy-o. Pass one window, tidy-o. Pass one window, tidy-o. Toddy, 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 ta. Pass 2 windows, tidy-o. Toddy, 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 ta. Pass 3 windows, tidy-o. Toddy, 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 ta. Jingle at the window, tidy-o. Is there a takadimi in there? Jingle at the window, tidy-o. Takadimi, toddy, toddy, ta. Hopefully you all caught that. All right, moving on to Oh, Fly Around My Pretty Little Miss. This is your new song for the week, so let's just listen. And while I'm singing, I would love if you could help me with an ostinato of lap, snap, lap, snap, lap, snap. Nice and gentle, not too loud. Here I sing, oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. Keep that going. I'll sing it for you one more time. Start thinking about the phrases. Here I sing, oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. Let's try the phrases in the air this time. Ready, and here we draw. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. How many different phrases do we have? We have 4 phrases. Excellent. Now this time I'll stop at the end of each phrase and you tell me what we would call it for our form. And we know that the first phrase is going to be called A. So let's listen to that A phrase. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Okay, moving on. I'll sing that, and when I get to the end of the second phrase, call out your answer. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. It was different, so we're going to call it B. Here I go again. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. heard that before? We have. It's called A. Here we go. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. We are going to call that one C. Excellent. All right, let's add in an ostinato of ta, ta, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta, 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 ta-dee, ta. Ready, and here we sing. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. Oh, fly around my daisy. Oh, fly around my pretty little miss. You almost drive me crazy. Wonderful. Moving on. Our last song, I think, our last song before game time. Yes, it is. Are you sleeping? Let's sing together in a nice, quiet, singing voice. Ready and keep the beat. Are you sleeping? Are you asleep? Keep going. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding dang dong. Ding dang dong. Hopefully you ended before me because I was actually singing in canon with you. This time let's add an ostinato of lap, snap, snap, snap. Lap, snap, snap, snap. Ready, and here you go. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding dang dong. Ding dang dong. So boys and girls, let's point just to the first phrase, are you sleeping, are you sleeping? And we'll point with our elbows. Ready, and point to the beats. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Do all of the beats feel the same? They don't. Some beats feel strong and some beats feel weak. So we have a pattern here of strong, weak, weak, weak. And when we have that pattern, we can actually show it through conducting. And we actually talked about this earlier. So we're going to take our arms, everyone take your arms, put them up, and we're going to go down, then in, then out, then up. And remember that down motion, that's showing us that's a very strong motion. And all the other motions are going to be weak motions. So it's going to be strong, weak, weak, weak. Strong, weak, weak, weak. Let's see if we can conduct just the very first phrase while singing. Ready and follow me. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? So we have this pattern of strong, weak, weak, weak. That actually is what we call 4-beat meter because we have 4 beats in that pattern. And at the end of every 4 beats, we're going to draw a bar line. So we have strong, weak, 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 bar line. Strong, weak, 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 bar line. And there could be any kind of rhythm on those beats. It could be a ta. It could also be toddies. But every time we have the strong, weak, 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 after that, we put a bar line, no matter what the rhythm is. So let's take a look at the next slide. And you're going to see all of the rhythms for the song. So help me figure out, every time we get to 4 beats total, we have to add a bar line. So I tell you what, I will draw, and at the end of every 4 beats, make sure you're counting, at the end of every 4 beats, say bar line. And I'll draw a bar line there. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because, right, half note takes up 2 beats. Bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. Keep it going. Ah, careful. Toddy's worth 1 beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar line. You're on your own. Tell me when to stop. Right here. Careful, count those half notes. Stop. And what do I need at the end of a song? A double bar line. Since we have 4 beats in a measure, the top number is going to be 4 in our time signature, and the bottom number is also 4 because the quarter note gets the beat. So there we have it. This, what we're going to do now is we're just going to sing and conduct, but let's sing rhythm syllables. So it'll look like this. Ta, 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 ta. And just watch my arms and make sure you're matching what I'm doing. Ready, and here we go. Ta, 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 ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, 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 ta. And we'll keep getting better at that conducting in 4 all year. Now we're going to sing How Many Miles to Babylon. This is actually your game for the day. I think you're getting pretty good at it by now. Just a quick review. Let's sing the song, and then we'll figure out how the game's going to work. How many miles? Ready, and here we sing. How many miles to Babylon? 70 Shall I be there by candlelight? Yes, and back again. Open the gates and let us in. Not without a back and bow. There's the back, there's the bow. Open the gates and let us in. So one side will be singing the questions, how many miles to Babylon? While the other side says, 70. Shall I be there by candlelight? Yes, and back again. Open the gates and let us in. Not without a back and bow. And this side finally. There's the back, there's the bow. Open the gates and let us in. And that time, the other line has to all already be holding hands. We put our hands up in the air and we switch places. So if you're in the music room, this is going to be simple. We can have one line standing on one side of the carpet, and then the other line standing on the opposite side. If you're in the hallway, you can just use the walkers to figure out which team you're on. So you'll need to be divided evenly into 2 groups. So it doesn't matter who your partner is. We'll just divide the class up in half and choose a line to stand in, and we'll get started. Hope you have fun. I'll see you when you're done with the game.